Hello everyone, I'm here today with my good buddy Rich Vetter. Rich, tell me a little bit about your company, Vetter Inspections. Tell me what you do and how we can get in touch with you when we need you.
Vetter Home Inspections, we do closing inspections, pre-listing inspections, pre-drywall inspections, and maintenance inspections as well. You can get a hold of us. You can go to my website at www.vetterinspections.com.
All right, perfect. And today we're starting a series of videos. Today is going to be HVAC 101, if you will. And we're going to just kind of tease you a little bit this week so that we can set up some videos for future purposes. So my first question to Rich is simply going to be, as a home inspector, what is it that you're looking for? What do agents need to know about what home inspectors are looking for so that we can prep our buyers for that? For example, something as simple as the age, Rich.
Yes, the age of an air conditioner or a heating unit is very important because the average unit lasts 15 to 20 years.
15 to 20 years, interesting, okay.
Yep. Once we get about that, they can last longer. They can last up to 30 years, actually, I've seen them. But typically, that's your typical age. So once you see about 15 years, that's when you should start getting, a little nervous about whether that AC is going to last for so long.
Right. Valuable information for a buyer to know, because if you buy a 15-year-old unit that's working fine, well, it's probably closer to the end of its useful life than it is the beginning of its useful life. Doesn't mean it's bad.
Right.
It just means that you may only have a certain number of years left. Also, Rich, I was telling you a little earlier today that agents are often confused, especially listing agents, are often confused about the types of systems. Now, we will have a future video where we will go over these types of systems, but for right now, just give me a couple of examples of what you see in the field in North Carolina.
North Carolina, this is about as far north as we can have a heat pump, okay? Around the Raleigh area, typically most of the time we see furnaces in the newer houses these days, but there are heat pumps littered all over. You also see split systems, meaning you'll have a furnace on the top and a heat pump on the bottom.
And interestingly enough, Rich, I have actually seen cases where because a listing agent had it incorrect in the MLS, they ended up buying or paying for part of a system. We had one situation where we had a system upstairs, a system downstairs. The one that was downstairs was new within 3 years. The one upstairs was 18 years old. They were both represented as if they were 3 years old. Clearly a mistake on the agent's part, and it cost them about $3,500 if I remember correctly in participating in buying a new system. And then finally, what does it say here? I made myself a note here, Rich. Can you see what it says? What are you looking for in an inspection? That's what it says. I apologize for that, guys. But the question on the table is, hey, when that inspector comes out, he's looking at hundreds of things. On the air condition, what are the major things that you are looking at?
We are looking at three things, Chris. We are looking at the age of the unit.
Okay.
We are looking at the differentials of the unit.
Okay.
And we are looking to see how level the unit is and how it looks on the outside.
Interesting. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Those are the three main things we look for.
Okay. The inspector is not an HVAC technician. It's not uncommon if one of these things looks like it's not performing the function for which intended, that the inspector is probably going to say consult an HVAC technician. So be prepared for that as well. A lot of this is predictable for agents. Not your job to fix it. It might be your job to recognize it a little bit. In the day of the high due diligence fee, it would be nice to know for a buyer what things he might experience with those units before he puts $5,000 or $10,000 down in due diligence. So Rich, thank you for being here today. Next week, what are we going to do? We're going to look at the age of some units.
Yep.
And maybe some system types. And we'll have a new video out for you in about a week to 10 days. Appreciate you guys being here today. Come back week to week and we'll see what we can provide for you. Thank you.